welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm excited that you're here. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're actually gonna build a fabric backdrop. These backdrops are really good for anyone who's looking to take pictures for Instagram, a YouTube backdrop. We're gonna use it for my husband's website. He has a new collection launching on September 1st, so we need to get some product shots. We experimented with the paper backdrops and they're very expensive, and they're also like something that you'll kind of use and tear off as you go. So for us, it wasn't really practical because we'd like it to last ideally and be able to reuse it. And then we also have dogs and cats, so the backdrop is very prone to getting crumpled and damaged really easily, so it's not practical for us. So I figured we would make a fabric one. I actually looked on YouTube for some tutorials and I haven't seen one like this yet, so I'm gonna take one for the team and make that video for us, and I'm sure it's gonna go totally fine. I have some sewing experience, but you really don't need it. What I'm thinking of doing is getting a large amount of fabric. We already measured what would fit with our backdrop stand, and then just sewing a line to make it like a curtain, putting it on the backdrop like tube, and then it should be perfect. So I'll show you guys exactly how we're gonna do it. I'll walk you through, and yeah, I hope it's helpful to some of you guys. We're excited, so let's get started. Okay guys, so we are in the office right now with Milky. I wanted to show you what we're gonna start with. So this is a backdrop stand from Amazon. It was about $30. I'll link it below if you guys want the exact one that I'm using, but basically it goes a lot taller than this, but for just the sake of showing you right now, I kept it short. So what we want to do is we want to have the fabric go across this rail right here and then hang down and then curve out so that we can get full body shots that are pretty seamless. Basically kind of replicating the paper but with fabric. I know people use fabric a lot, but I generally could not find how to make your own on YouTube, so I thought I would show you how we're gonna do it. So we are gonna get 6 feet across and then 15 feet long basically, and this is when this will be fully extended. I'm hoping to get something pretty thick, like some thick cotton, but if not, I may have to double it over. So we'll see when we're at the store what we can find. But yeah, I wanted to show you what we're using so that it all makes sense later on. So let's go to the fabric store. So we're at the store. We looked everywhere for this, and it's in the tiniest little corner, but this is what we're looking for. I always pronounce this wrong. I think muslin, but basically it's like raw cotton, and it's typically really pretty. Oops, sorry babe. It has like a lot of color variation. We're looking for like a lighter color. We have one that's a little bit more beige than we'd like, but we're gonna see if they have any more cuttings. But I wanted to show you guys. So on the label, you'll see there's like a width somewhere. Where is it? Oh yeah, 108 inches. So that is what's gonna go across, and then you wanna get it cut to the length that you want. So this is basically 9 feet across the top of your rail, basically. Ta-da! We can't find white in the cotton, but we are looking at the upholstery right now because they're pretty wide. We were hoping it would be wider, but this one's really thick, which is really good because we're trying to be cost efficient. So we want to make sure it's thick, and if it's not thick enough, we would have to double it. So this could work pretty well. It's really hard to get because this rack's right here, but this is kind of the illusion of the backdrop.
See some in the front.
In the front?
Yeah, I like it.
Ah! Looks pretty good. The other one was linen, so it was crazy expensive, and this does not need to be linen. So we found this one instead, which is $9 a yard and 40% off. So we need about 5 yards to make 15 feet of length. And it's as demonstrated by my beautiful husband. So this one is quite thick, so I'm trying to figure out if we should double it over or if it would be fine as is, but I think we'll probably go for this one. Here's another demonstration. And yeah, Joanne's has this, so we actually put it on here to mimic again, and it looks pretty good. So we just got back. It's a lot later now, but we had a little bit of a change of plan. While we were looking at the fabric at Joann's, we saw that the upholstery fabric was actually really thick, pretty wide, not as wide as we wanted it, but honestly guys, a lot of the cotton right now is sold out locally for us anyway, because you do want something quite wide, so all the wider ones were gone. So we started looking at upholstery, found this one which is actually really thick, so we didn't have to double it over. Super reasonable price. At first we saw a linen and we didn't realize it was a linen, and we saw it was $30 a yard and we were like, oh. But this was just like, I think it was just a cotton like blend, and that one was $7 a yard and 40% off. And then at Joann's you should always check for coupons because we had an extra 20% off, pro tip. So we ended up being $37 for 9 yards of length, which is about, I think it was something like close to 30 feet, so it gives us a lot of room to get the bottom, ideally not, but if it happens it's fine. If the bottom gets dirty from stepping on it, we can cut it out, still keep the room. Like I said, it's not quite as wide, but I think it's going to be fine because we just want to basically stand pretty straight in front of it. We're not doing any crazy like artsy photography because it's for products, but obviously keep that in mind if you're doing your own. This might not be quite wide enough, but for us it was perfect. And they of course have a lot of different colors and patterns. We wanted white, so that's what we did. But yeah, I'm really excited. It came, like, this is not important, but then when you start storing it, you'll definitely notice. The bag is really nice. And then also they roll it up on a little roll of cardboard. You can't quite see right now, but you'll see when it's up. So what I wanted to do was unroll it, kind of tape the end to the cardboard so that it can't totally fall down, but I also don't really want to unroll it because they used a machine to roll it up pretty tight, so we'll see. But I'm gonna put it on the backdrop stand and show you guys what it looks like, and I'm super excited. This was so reasonable. We also got a steamer. We recommend getting a steamer because creases just happen, and with a backdrop you obviously want it to be pretty seamless. So fabric is pretty forgiving, but you'll still get some creases, so steamer is a must. So yeah, let's do it. We just finished setting it up and kind of played around with it, and it's totally amazing. So I wanted to show you how it turned out. So here it is. You can pull out a bunch of the fabric to give yourself room to stand in front of it. Like I said, it's not as wide as I wanted it, but I think it's gonna be just fine. And yeah, the fabric turned out perfect. It's super thick, it looks super professional, and $37 is not cheap, but compared to the price of the paper, which is also a lot harder to use, I think it's a steal. So totally recommend it, and we're super happy with it. I'm back for the good old outro shot. We're super happy with it, so I totally recommend trying this if you need a backdrop. And I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe if you like this content and want to see more of me, because I'm going to be posting a lot more videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!
Moon Prism Power Makeup!